What's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and I'm coming back to you as an Orthodox Christian this time around. I was recently baptized, and I can claim it now, so it's no longer just my thoughts as an outsider. This is my thoughts as an Orthodox Christian. It feels weird to say still. Today's video is going to be on my icon corner. It is not yet assembled. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I am in a new room, and so I've got a blank slate to work with here, which I'm really excited about. And I splashed a little bit, bought some more stuff online, and so we are going to beef this area up, and it's going to be the church in my home, basically. If you need some inspiration, hopefully this video helps and can give you an idea of what you might need to budget or how much it may cost. Here we go. So this is the oil lamp. I think this is 1.5 feet length. Okay, so this is the arm the oil lamp's gonna hang from. You can see if you look down it, you've got the Byzantine eagle, which is awesome. And so this setup will look like this, hanging off my wall. Oh, that's so tough. Yeah, that's sick. Okay, I'm excited to hang these up. All right, guys, well, I've got the icon corner set up. I'm gonna go walk through where I got these items, how much they were, how to get something similar so that, if you guys like the look of this, you can go do something like this on your own. So I'm gonna start off with the crucifix. This was the first thing that I purchased, and I bought this well before I was familiar with Orthodoxy, even remotely interested. And I bought it actually when I was kind of iconoclast, but I had this inclination that, I kind of want something for my apartment. And so I bought this at an antique store. Not terribly unique, but I really liked the look. It was simple, but still a very beautiful looking crucifix. We've got the Inri at the top there. I think it was around 45 bucks. You can probably find similar things at a flea market. And I'll just go top down, I guess. I bought the oil lamp and this hanger off of blessedmart.com. And I believe the hanger was around 35 bucks and the oil lamp was probably around 65. These icons here, the Christ Pantocrator and the Theotokos Orans, these were custom hand-painted icons. I spent quite a bit of money on these. There's a gal at my church and her dad actually lives in Greece and is an icon writer. So I commissioned these and, I had specific icons that I showed as a reference. I wanted the Theotokos' hands to be poised in a certain way and for baby Christ to be positioned in a certain way. That's the good thing about custom icons is that you can, submit things that you like. Certain ones appeal to certain people. And so I submit a long laundry list of details that I wanted, including I don't know that it's called engraving, but the kind of impressions around their halos. You can see we've got the Greek around Christ's head here. And so you can kind of submit what you like and what you don't like. And obviously you have to acknowledge that each icon writer has their own style, but I think it's beautiful. And I spent a lot, but these are something that I'm gonna pass on to my children, and these will be like a family heirloom going forward. So I did not have any problem, you know, spending a pretty penny on these. I think the two of them probably came out close to 600 bucks, and they're pretty sizable. If you wanna see how big it is compared to my head, it's a decent size. This is, you know, gold leaf, hand painted, very, very beautiful. Her father's really skilled. And I love the way these turned out. Moving on, I bought this icon of Saint Paisios on Etsy. It's not hand painted, there's a overlay here, but they did, you know, do some sort of effect. I imagine it's with like shoe polish or something to make it look aged, and I really like the look of it. As you can tell, it's a lot more kind of like realism as opposed to the Byzantine style here. This icon of Saint Paisios, I believe, was around 70 bucks. And it shipped from Greece, so that kind of added to the total as well. As for these, we've got Saint Seraphim of Sarov here. This was my first icon actually gifted to me by my buddy Yanni's girlfriend. I'm gonna link her web store down in the description as well. But this was the first icon I was ever given. Shout out to Maria. And this was like a baptismal icon of Saint Maximus that my friend Mavreta and Yanni gave me. Also Maria's store. And I'm pretty sure Mavreta and Yanni were the ones that put the gold leaf on, so very cool, just like sentimental pieces. I guess this table, I feel like I'll get some questions about it because it's really unique, but my dad actually used to collect World War II era Volkswagen engines, and so he'd order them all from Germany, and so one of them actually shipped in this, and he saved it for me so that I could turn it into a table. We've got the Orthodox Study Bible and the prayer book. Together, these are probably 70, 80 bucks. This was a ashtray that I filled with sand. And so, you know, if you're working with a budget, maybe you go find an ashtray somewhere and just fill it with sand. Like, here you go, there's your little candle holder. As I mentioned earlier, this little trinket holder that I'm gonna store incense in. I think this is probably like, you know, $15, $20. This incense burner was around 35 to 40 bucks. I bought this at my church's bookstore, and you know, obviously if you're buying from your church's bookstore, you might pay a little bit of a markup, but in a way you're kind of like tithing. You're keeping your money in your church's economy, which I think is great. So if you can do that, it's nice to contribute to your home church. And then I bought these tongs for charcoal. I think these were like $7, but they're really solid. I'm impressed. I thought they'd be very flimsy, but that way, if you need to move your incense after you ignite the charcoal, you're good. Baptismal icon from church. And then my buddy Sam got me this quote by Saint Paisios that I love. So shout out to Sam. And yeah, guys, that's my whole setup. And I'm excited to get some very, you know, thorough and hopefully serious prayer time. Don't be surprised if this changes, but this will be my backdrop for my videos now, which is awesome. And it's just such a cool like focal point of my room, you know, bed, desk, and then very prominent prayer corner. And I've got a bunch of room, you know, I can do prostrations, whatever I need. And I've got it all in my home. So what a blessing this is. I'll list a total of how much my prayer corners cost to assemble. So that way, if you desire to get some hand painted icons and intermix that with, you know, icons that were gifted to you and things like that, you might have an idea of what to expect to pay. Very blessed to be able to afford this sort of thing. Currently, I'm corporate, I work a 9 to 5, and I don't have a girlfriend or kids. So I'm like, you know, I can splash a little on something like this without really needing to think twice, which is amazing. And I'm super grateful. And if any of y'all are ever interested to come and pray in front of my prayer corner, you're always welcome to. Appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And if you stayed to the end of the video, thank you very much. God bless.